One of the first skills we have to learn when we're looking at linear equations is we have to decide if an ordered pair is a solution, which means it makes it true. So we have ordered pairs here. We'd like to know which of these make y equals 7x true. So we're going to rewrite y equals 7x, but we're going to use these ordered pairs. And the first number is going to be the x, and the second number is going to be the y. So we're going to start with the second number. So where it says y equals, we're going to have 14 equals, and it says 7 times x, and that means now 7 times negative 2, and I'm going to put it in parentheses, and this is not true because 7 times negative 2 is negative 14, and those two are not equal. And so this is a no. That is not something that is a solution. Let's try 0, 0. So that's pretty easy. Where we see the y and the x, we're just going to put a 0. So y is 0 equals, and then it says 7x, which is 7 times 0. And this is true because 7 times 0 is 0, and that's a yes. So that is actually a solution. So the 0, 0 is on the line. And let's try this one. When y is 7, x is 1. So let's try it. Y equals, so 7 equals, and then 7 times x, which is 7 times 1. And that's true also because 7 times 1 is 7. So those two bottom choices are ordered pairs that are solutions. And here's a separate problem. This time it's a little bit more complicated because we got x minus y equals 1. So in place of x, and we're just going to copy it down. Ready? We're going to go x minus y equals 1, and we're just going to rewrite each one. So x is 2 and y is 3. So 2 minus 3 equals 1, and 2 minus 3 is a negative 1. This is a no. Those things don't work. X is 0. So in place of x, I put a 0, and in place of y, it's a negative 1. So x minus 0 minus y, which is a negative 1. Notice that there was a minus here, and then y is also negative. So we have two negatives next to each other, equals 1. And two negatives next to each other become a positive, and that's 0 plus 1, which is 1 equals 1, which is true. So that point is a solution. And let's try this last one, x minus y, which would be 0 minus 1 equals 1, and that's a negative 1 equals 1. Those two things are not the same. So in this case, there's only one answer that's an ordered pair on the line. And here's a real world problem of the same thing. It says Erin earns $12 an hour. There's her equation, y equals 12x. And x represents, if I make $12 an hour, x represents hours, and y represents money. So the question is, could I earn $60 if I work 5 hours? So y is 60, and that equals 12 times x. X happens to be 5 hours. So 12 times 5 is 60. So this is a yes. So it is possible to work for 5 hours and earn $60. Let's try the second one. Is it possible to earn $70? So 70 is y, equals 12 times the number of hours I work, which in this case is 6. Well, 12 times 6 is 72. So it is not possible to earn $70 in 6 hours because I'm going to earn $72. Let's try the next one. Is it possible to earn $108? That's y. 108 equals 12 times x, and x is 9. And 9 times 12 is 108. So those two sides are equal, so that is another possibility. That's another solution. And let's try the last one. Is it possible to earn $400 for working 35 hours? Well, that would be 12 times 35. And in order for us to figure out if that's an option, we can, I guess, resort to the calculator, or we can multiply this out the old-fashioned way. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, carry a 0. And then that becomes a 5 and another 3. And if I add this up, 7 and 5 are 12, and that makes $420. Well, it's not possible to make 400 if the dollar amount was supposed to be 420, so this one is also a no.